Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. I hope all of you had a great time at the Santa Cruz North Expo this past weekend. I know I did. I had a really good time connecting with everybody and having conversation, and also doing some laser coaching for some of you that signed up for my discovery consultation. And so that's why I'm sending this out right now, because as I was writing the email to send to all of you to schedule your 50-minute consultation, I decided I wanted to make this a little more personal. I decided that I didn't want to just send out an email and, because I have to send it to a number of people, I have to kind of do one blanket email, and I needed something that made it a little more personal and made it a little bit more time sensitive in terms of, yeah, she didn't just make this video or have this template of emails that she sends out to people who sign up for this. And I just wanted to make it more connected, because in the line of work that I do, and I know that each of you are like aligned with yourselves, is that it is about personal connection. It is about making those intimate, relating relationships in our lives that mean something to us. Because if we're talking about, having someone help us along our path, or helping us find direction and find purpose and meaning in our lives, then we want to make sure that that we're connected, that there's some vulnerability there. And so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to just like, okay, Teresa, just set up this video in your living room and be vulnerable and be raw and send this out to this group of people that signed up, that took the time to chat with you, and give them a part of your own time and energy in a personal way. So that's why I'm here. And I also want to share with you a little bit about the discovery session. The discovery session, I call it, is Who Are You Here to Be? Discovery session. And I want to give you a little bit about what that is involved with when you have the session. So it is 50 minutes. There is no cost. There is no catch to that. It is an opportunity for you and I to get to know each other, for you to share some of your story, and for you to get a feel of the work that I do and how maybe I can help and support you. And you may be thinking, well, I don't know if that's something that I want to do, or I don't know if it's something that I can afford to do. We have all these kind of preconceived things that go on in our mind, and kind of really roadblocks that keep us from even exploring something. So this is just about exploration. There's no pressure or anything like that. We all have the ability to choose, and I'm definitely honored that for each of you, and I'm happy to spend the time in the session and give you what I can give you during that 50 minutes. So I want to read to you a little bit of my notes here of what will be involved in this session. And the first thing is that I really will help you to become much more clear about the changes that you want to make in your life. And maybe you don't know what those changes are, but we can have that discussion, and maybe we can, have something come out of that in terms of, yeah, these are some changes that I need to make, because sometimes it's really hard to see what we need to do when it's just us trying to, figure that out for ourselves. It's good to have somebody on the other side mirroring things for us. And the other thing is that I will also help you to determine what are the things, or the number one thing that's stopping you, that, the roadblocks that are in your way to moving forward with what you want to do. And, that's something that for all of us, a roadblock could be an individual in our life, a relationship. It could be a mindset. It could be an old belief that we have, why we feel we can't move forward. So we'll take a look at that right there. That's a big piece. The other thing is that we will also go through a discovery of some essential building blocks that could be very helpful for you in moving forward and taking some action toward your vision that you have for your life. We will also establish the gap that is presently happening in your life, because for all of us, there usually is a place where we are at and a place that we want to be at. And so there's a gap in between. How do we get from A to point B? And so in this conversation, we will explore that, what that is for you. And the last thing is that, really to identify what best actions to take, so that you can begin to really feel like you're moving towards something in your life that feels like you're having a much more deeper, fulfilling purpose So, you know, these things that I'm talking about are all really essential for all of us to really examine in our life, whether we want to move out of the work that we're in or we are content to stay in the work that we are in, but to find, you know, some deeper meaning, deeper purpose, and some really good direction, and really, you know, bringing in our spiritual life to encompass everything that we do, and not just, you know, oh, on the weekends I do this, you know, just have it be like, you know, just a more holistic experience of our spirituality. So with that, I want to share with you before I finish this video, and I'm hoping you can hear. This is my second take of doing this, but this is a Tibetan bowl that I picked up from the gentleman who was selling the Tibetan bowls at the event. I'm sure that you saw him. And this particular bowl, as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. I am so happy with it. I have a crystal singing bowl, which I absolutely love, but I've always wanted a Tibetan bowl. You can see it's just something that magical and mystical about it, something holy about it for me. And this particular bowl, I'm going to play it and hopefully you can hear it, is attuned to the fifth chakra. And just really brief about the fifth chakra. The fifth chakra is our throat area, and it relates to our voice, our will, our choice, obviously our self-expression. So when this chakra is blocked, we really struggle with, you know, speaking and really standing in our truth and being able to communicate that, to articulate ourselves clearly, and to make choices for ourselves. And the fifth chakra is an area where if it is ruled by anything other than self, meaning it could be ruled by our culture, by our family, by our friends, by our relationship, then it will be blocked, and we will not be able to express ourselves freely, and we will feel that we don't have a choice. And I don't know about you, but I know for myself there have been definitely times in my life, early on in my life, where I felt I didn't have a choice. And that is really a difficult situation to be in, and we feel like we have no choice and there's no way out. But trust me, there is always a way out. So, and that is something that I can help support you with if you're feeling, you know, kind of trapped in that place. So I'm going to play this, and just give me a second here to wind this up as far as the sound. Here it goes. I'm going to be quiet for a minute, hoping that you can hear the effects. I leave you with that, and there is a scheduling link at the bottom of my email, so please schedule, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, namaste.